us up, please, one last time. Could you give us a chance? We'll be so fine. I hope one day, somehow, I always will meet again. Cause I've been wondering why we still play as we were friends. I hope somehow, I always will meet again. Stop to care, we should just share love one day. Mine, 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 you're mine, you're mine, you're mine, mine, you're mine, you're mine, you're mine, you're mine, mine, you're mine, you're mine, you're mine. Alone and bored, that's how you feel. You went so far away.
I need to breathe. I'm very anxiety ridden. I'm so exhausted. How many times do I say that? I feel like I'm always tired. I'm gonna use some of this lavender room spray from Botanicals Wellness, Wildflower Botanicals. Lavender, it's nice and calming. It's kind of a weird angle, but look, I am so sleeposaurus. I want to tell everyone kind of some of the things that have been happening this week, and then I have some questions to go through because I got some of you guys to ask me some questions, and I thought I'd do like a little fun Q&A. I wanted to do like a full-on vlog, but okay, the last week has been so wild, and I'm going to tell you a couple things that have happened. So first and foremost, today, the day I'm filming this, is September 30th, so it's the end of the month. We're moving into the next month, so I always spend this time like really kind of trying to prep my month ahead. And I am notorious for taking on a lot and saying yes to everything. And right now, like my focus is really around the things like, what are my goals and how can I grow in those areas, and trying to remember like say yes to these things, like, and to say no to the other ones, so then that way I can like give myself time and space to actually rest. Also, like big goals towards creating money and financially feeling an ROI on what I'm doing. Trying to get really like clear on that instead of like having all these things going on all the time. So that kind of means that like with content creation and things, it's more of like, I want it to be what I'm doing full time, obviously, like YouTube and things, but it's like, I don't know, it's so tricky. Like you feel like we don't talk about this stuff. Could be like a whole other tangent. I'm gonna come back to this. I feel very overstimulated. Like there's been a lot going on, and it's been a lot of good things, but I just feel like I never really have the time to actually like sit down and allow myself to just like turn off. Like there is always something going on. There's always something to do. I'm trying to balance between like working out, making enough money, the jobs I have, and also still building my business. And also like I've met a lot of new people, so like trying to be social. And this is like something that I feel like I always come up against. Like this isn't anything new in my life, but I just found it a lot easier to beam towards my goals when I did not have a social life, and I consciously was choosing that. So trying to find that balance, aka Libra season, and what does that look like is definitely a work in progress for myself. But I know I will find it. I know I will. I think I can. So some of the things that are going on in terms of business is Mercury retrograde has really been like, first and foremost is what I should say. So I have been feeling the call to do like in-person Reiki and go and, offer Reiki in person here in Vancouver. And I found a spot. I went and looked at it, all the things, great. Then Mercury retrograde happened, and I just was trying to get my insurance, like all these little things here and there. And then they ended up having a flood at that studio. Turns out I can still use the space that I wanted to use. It's just there's one area that you couldn't use. But on top of that, I also need money to book out the spaces so that I can create more money. And it's one of those things that's like, just again, like how do I do this and minimize my risk? As an entrepreneur, I don't even know if you can minimize your risk. Like I feel like I'm constantly putting out money towards building something. So anyway, that's what's been going on there. Hasn't really progressed further much other than just trying to get like things up on my website, decide on pricing, yada yada, all the things. So fingers crossed that that actually does, because that's what I want to be doing. Like I genuinely want to be doing that like twice a week, and building clients up, because I want to have that in-person interaction. And also I want to have something where I'm like closing off, like shutting work at the end of the day. And those are going to be the days where I really feel like I'm going to be able to do that really well. So yeah, excited for that, but it's a work in progress. The second thing that I want to talk about in terms of business, oh my good Lanta, Jupiter. Jupy's been coming through, magnifies everything and makes it really big, right? And so Jupiter's really been like illuminating like these parts of the sky. And I, for one, went outside and had a little speaky time with Jupiter. And I was like, look, Jupes, I'm gonna need you to help me expand my life, okay? Let's go. Saturn's been coming down on me hard, okay? And I've been putting in the work for Saturn. So Jupiter, can you help me out? And did Jupiter deliver? Abso-freaking-lutely. As I'm recording this, I don't even know how many followers I have on TikTok at the moment. I'll put it here somewhere. But I, honest to God, like, blew my mind. Like, this week, for starters, Spencer Pratt followed me on TikTok. Yes, the Spencer Pratt. That was this week. That's how this week started. Spencer Pratt followed me on TikTok. I literally got myself, almost. Like, what? Okay, cool. So I've basically been creating a strategy where every morning on TikTok, I do 3 videos. That's like what I had the capacity for. Then I went viral. Okay. Never has it ever been my goal to go viral on a video, but I've had a lot of views before, and I guess they've gone viral, but these ones like really went viral, where it was like 99 plus notifications every single week, it was daily, like it was happening so much. And I went from being at like 3,000 something followers to, I think I'm almost at 6,000 now within like 3 days, which to me is insane. I know you can grow more than that, but I'm just like, wow, that's wild. And Spencer Pratt followed me on TikTok. So, I mean, Jupiter came through. Anyway, so that's part of what's happened this week. This one's even cooler than Spencer Pratt personally, because I have a crush. Venus is currently in Libra, and my crush life continues. So let's talk about what all this is. And so essentially today, when I was working at Starbucks, it's right before, I like checked my TikTok and I was like, oh my God. I was at the gym and I checked my TikTok and I'm like, are you kidding me? Literally, it's like White Astrology follows me. He's an astrologer. And like, look, I'm gonna be very honest. Low-key have an internet crush, and I love him. Like, I love his work and the way that he delivers astrology. It really resonates with me, and I think it's so attractive when like a guy is like, I don't know, just is into it, you know? So I lost my mind a little bit, and I was like, is this even really him? To this point, I don't even really know if it is. I think it's really him. Anyway, followed me on TikTok. But I also this week went to the gym, and it was like moments, literally like hours before, it was probably a day before Venus moved into the sign of Libra. Literally, I'm like working out, going to the gym, right? I've been going to this gym for a couple months now, and I've seen this guy before, but I like seen him this day specifically, and I swear we locked eyes. I talked about this in my last video, and then again the next day, and I was like, the heck is going on here? Wild. I don't even know. And this weekend's gonna be so great, so fun. I'm really excited. I have a friend's party to go to tomorrow. I still have things to do tonight, but tomorrow's gonna be fun, and I really need some sleep tonight. However, I think this whole weekend in general, like we've got Venus opposite Jupiter and sun in Libra, moon in Sagittarius. Like, what a blessed friggin' weekend to start the month off. That's great news. It's on the health for a second because I'm feeling the vibes. So I do have to go get some groceries and some gas and things, but oh my God, I literally can't even begin to tell you, like, my eyes just feel so bad, but I'm gonna be okay. That you guys sent in. Okay, which celeb would I like to have dinner with? I feel like I've thought about this a couple times. It totally depends. Like, if we're going like astrology celebrities for me, or like big like name celebrities, I don't know. Oprah is always a winner in my book. Being able to talk to Oprah, I feel like would be a literal dream come true. And I feel like you would just feel like so cozy in her company, you know, like it would be so nice. Astrology wise, it would be really cool to like sit down and listen to Rick Levine. Shout out to all my astrology lovers. You probably know who he is. Leo King. That would be so funny. But yeah, I think honestly, Oprah is always my go-to pick for that. So that's who I would love to chat with. What did I want to be when I grew up as a kid? What did I want to be when I grew up when I was a kid? There was a lot of things. Britney Spears backup dancer, top contender. Honestly, I don't know why I didn't. Someone stomped on my dreams for that for sure, because I could have been, okay? Could have been. Top contender, really wanted that. But honestly, I was like teacher, like always wanted to like do something where it was like had my babies lined up on the couch, or like teaching them, or I used to like teach the kids dance at daycare. So it was always something like that. I think once I wanted to be like somebody who worked with the dolphin. Yeah, clearly that didn't pan out. Where do I see my life in 5 years? That's such an interesting question. I feel like before, when I was like following the straight and narrow path, so to speak, I would clearly be able to have an answer for you. But I feel like the more that you step into the unknown and you are following and living like a life of following like spirit and your soul, I feel like that's such a hard question to answer, because every single time what happens is I have this idea of like where I want to be in a couple years, and then it doesn't work that way. So there's that. But I mean, if we're gonna put it out there and just come back to this and see what happens, here's what I got to say on this. I really, really hope that within the next 5 years, how old will I be? 36. For those of you who don't know, I'm really excited for 33. Just saying. We would love to be on Big Brother Canada, especially season 11. What up? Yep. Would love to get married. Would love to have a child within that time frame. And also I want to like go closer to me right now is like, obviously I really want my business to be like thriving and I can take it anywhere around the world. That's huge. Creator plaque, monetized on YouTube. TikTok changed my life. Like, get the message of astrology out there. I also really want to be able to just travel and like get up and go to Mexico, Bali, Costa Rica, and work from wherever I want in the world. And that would be really fun to do. Like, if I had a partner, like a boyfriend to come with me, and eventually buy a little tiny home. This question about the dog breed and the zodiac, I should do this on Instagram or on TikTok, because I don't know enough about dog breeds. Look, I'm just getting into becoming a dog person. So my extent of dog breeds is like a golden doodle, which is obviously Remy. For the longest time, I was calling her a cockadoodle. So that was not correct. I obviously know about labs and huskies. I know about chihuahuas because one bit me in the butt. So, you know, I don't know enough about dog breeds, but maybe I'll do that over on TikTok. So come over there and follow me and I'll do that one. Dream car, easy. And every environmentalist person out there is going to hate this, but honestly, it's a Range Rover. I love Range Rovers. I love them. They're so sleek. They literally are just like imagine me in like a black Range Rover. I love it. Okay, this is funny. All things Aquarius, dealing with other people. You know, here's the thing. I love being an Aquarius. I really do, because we talked about this actually last week. I went to like my friend's house, and we talked about like what are some of the things that we really like about our signs. And I actually did say that I really love being an Aquarius, but it's kind of like a double-edged sword, because I love it and I love that I'm like so different, but also it makes things really complicated, because it's like I can literally not do the same thing that everyone else does. Like, life would be a lot easier if I could. I'll tell you that right now. But I can't. Like, it literally, I'm like, oh, I get so just like, ugh, like bored and just like, I don't know. Even like when I'm seeing people online who are just doing the same thing, like, bores me. Like, I'm like, why can't we change it up and like try something new? But that is really tough. And sometimes it doesn't work, you know, or it takes a long time for it to work. So anyway, that's what I gotta say on that. If I could pick my partner's big three, what would they be? We all know I would love a Leo in there, a Libra, and like maybe a Virgo, or Sagittarius. I feel like having someone who had dating someone who had like if they were a Leo sun, which would be opposites for us, a Leo sun or a Leo moon, or a Libra sun or a Libra moon. That would be great. And then maybe like either a Sagittarius or Virgo rising maybe within that mix. I don't know. That's what's coming to me right off the top. I also wouldn't mind having someone who has like a bit of Capricorn in there. Maybe not sun sign, but like rising or moon. Well, actually rising. I think I take that back. If they were gonna have Capricorn, I would say rising, not moon, because my moon in Scorpio would be very intense for them. But that's what I would say. I'm gonna go now. I need to do some more things, but might end the vlog off here, I might not. If I don't, I'll see you in the next clip. But if I do end it off here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in next week's video. Bye!